Good game, Jaylen. Tonight served as the second annual HBCU night for the Celtics. How do you feel both the Celtics and the league can continue strengthening that relationship between HBCUs nationwide?
I think it's great. Shout out to all HBCUs. Just continuing to add resources, build the platform, and just care about, the platform. So it's just great to see, and I would like to see more of it going forward.
Jaylen, the perception, I think, of the Celtics is as many threes as you can possibly shoot. Tonight you win a game by 18 without taking very many. What was the process of getting to this, 117 points without those threes? When did you guys recognize that that wasn't going to be the path?
I think we recognized that it wasn't going in, but they're good shots. You still have to take them. There's a multitude of ways you can win throughout the course of a game. Even though we didn't shoot the ball well, rebounding, controlling the glass, turnovers always is a good remedy. And I think we did that for the most part. It was tough in the first half, but we got to the free throw line. We got downhill. We made some points in the paint that helped us, throughout the shot margin. They got like 20 more shots than us, but when you get free throws and you're aggressive, it can balance out like that.
For you in this game, it felt like early on you were driving to the basket. Was that your mindset? Was it what the defense was giving you? And do you feel that for you and JT, that's an important part of winning for you guys moving forward?
For sure. I think we are very good at shooting threes. And I think a part of my job, my responsibility is to get to the paint, to collapse the defense, to make sure we get open looks. So sometimes I pass up threes in order to try to get a paint touch because we need a little bit more of those to help our three-point shooting even more. So a lot of times I take it upon myself just to try to get to the paint, even if I do have a wide-open shot, because I know if the defense collapses, then we'll be able to get some open threes down the line.
And what's driving you guys at this point in the season where you obviously have a big lead when it comes to the number one seed, but what kind of keeps you in tune with the details?
Just finding different ways to win. Our core details that we emphasize is making sure that's maintained, taking care of the basketball, playing defense, guarding your yard, and just taking away, scouting report type stuff. But that's it. Day in and day out, play intentional basketball, keep building chemistry, and keep moving towards being the best version of ourselves.
Jaylen, Kristaps was just kind of talking about how when he sees a coverage, it's almost like instantaneous, like he knows what you guys need to do as an offense. You've talked a lot about thinking the game and being the smartest team this year. How long did it kind of take you to reach that point of like, all right, we see this, we're going to do this offensively, and having that be as instantaneous as it's been for you guys?
It's a lot of growth. Credit to the coaching staff, but also credit to our guys. Every single night we see different coverages. Teams choose to guard us different ways. They might switch, they might maintain, they might go small, they might go double big. Everybody is, playing different ways, and I guess they're trying to figure out, which is the remedy for success against us, and we're able to adjust. We're versatile. We're able to read the game differently. Philly was aggressive. They went small at times, was able to recognize, get the ball where it needed to go. We were able to get downhill. Create mismatches, get to the basket. When they went small, they had nobody at the rim. So it's just about reading the game. And I think that we have taken tremendous steps in that regard, and we're going to have to keep going and keep maneuvering forward, especially getting ready towards the playoffs.
For you personally, along those lines, Jaylen, Joe mentioned to me he's loved coaching you as of late, and you are defining yourself by playmaking. How different are you seeing the game, and how different is that feeling for you when you're out there?
I feel like the game is slowed down. Definitely seeing where to be aggressive and where to make the right plays, the right possessions. It just sucks when, you work on certain things, like you work on getting to your spots, and you work on certain, if a little guy is guarding you, and I had 2 offensive fouls tonight where I feel like, they allow these guys to use their hands to stop you, to guard you, but as soon as you try to own your space, it's an offensive foul. So, those possessions hurt our team. Those are stuff that I work on all the time. So I think it's, flopping is a part of the game, And I feel like if you want to get certain calls or you don't want to get in those situations, almost you got to like learn to flop, right? But other than that, I feel like we took care of the basketball for the most part, and I think that's the remedy to success.
And then what is your mindset to start? You've had 3 straight games, at least 3, where you've scored 18 points in the first quarter.
Just coming out being aggressive. That's it. You know, over the break, was able to get some rest, get recharged, and come out and start taking those next steps to get ready for the playoffs. You know, being aggressive. Also being patient as well. But finding our guys in rhythm, but just taking it to another level.
Jaylen, Joe the other day, and talking about how resilient this team is, said there's a bunch of dogs in this locker room. Tatum has used that language. Joe just said that was a coincidence, but you've been on tape asking for the guys to bark like dogs. Is that a mantra of yours? Is that a nickname behind the scenes? What's going on with this dog stuff?
Nothing going on behind the scenes. It's just we getting our guys ready to go. We got a bunch of dogs in our locker room. So sometimes, they impersonate what a dog might sound like, so that's all that is.
Jaylen, Nick Nurse has faced you guys 31 times in the last 5 years. He knows you guys. So for him to put a game plan on to prevent you from shooting threes, to make you attack the rim, how much of a challenge is that? And how much do you look forward to? I mean, that's what coaches are going to do. The coaches that know you are going to try to prevent you from chase you up the three-point line. How much of a challenge and a good thing is tonight's game to move forward?
I think it's good. I think it's good to get teams that are going to play us different ways. Like you said, tonight they took away the three-point line. Next game, or other teams might go zone and try to slow you down. Other teams might switch everything. As a student of the game, you embrace the challenge. As you get older, you start to think the game. You start to see how different coaches like to implement their game plan. And tonight, it took us a little bit to figure it out. I feel like we still got some open looks, but that's a part of the journey. Being able to recognize, how teams are guarding you, where the advantages are on the floor, and regardless of how you feel about, anything, you just gotta let the game kind of decide where the ball is gonna go. You let the game kind of decide where the advantages are, and we play through that. And I think that we kind of figured that out. Second quarter on, in the first half, it was tough, but it's a part of it.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.